All right. So, good evening. And for everyone who is watching the replay or watching this on YouTube, thank you for joining in. As always, I am so happy to share some of the things that I've built for us for the community. And tonight we're going to talk about the Buddhist Biohacker portal. And so, what is that? Well, the Buddhist Biohacker portal is a community platform that is completely private. So it's essentially like a Facebook, but it's mine. I've built and designed this platform, and I own all of the content, and I am the one who monitors the content on the platform. So there is not any censorship. The platform is a sacred container, and the intention behind the container is twofold. One, it is a nonviolent container, so we have to watch what we say and do in that container and make sure that we're not committing acts of violence in our words and our posts that are in that container. And it's really the second and most important intention is it's a container for integration. So, what has happened over the 20 years of me doing this work is that so many of us are in this work, the work being self inquiry, spiritual development, really trying to understand ourselves, understand the universe, communicate with anything and everything beyond the veil, and also a place for health and wellness to take care of our bodies and our minds and spirits. And so with that, I get a lot of texts, I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of questions. And I also do get a lot of, hey, do you have 15 minutes? Do you have 5 minutes? I just need a quick question. Can you answer something for me? So selfishly, this container is for me to connect with all of you in a very simple way. So you're paying a small monthly fee to be in the container. It's $38.99. It's not very much. And that allows me to have more freedom and space to support everyone with those simple questions and those needs. And when you see the container, you're going to see all the things that it has and how amazing it is. And the primary point of the container is for communication. So you can instant message me and each other in the container. So you have the ability to instant message other community members as well as me. And you can also post just like you would post on social media. And so my intention is that those of you that join the portal and are in the community, if you're like, hey, I'm freaking out about something and I have a quick question, can I get your insight? You can instant message me that. Let's say you want to know if this toothpaste is healthy. I've got a question about toothpaste recently. You can post that question and I can answer it. And that allows everyone to see that's in the community what they want to see about healthcare, supplements, all of those things. And I'll get into it in more detail, but I'm also going to be holding circles and classes specifically for my membership community. So it just allows me to put everything in one space, and it's an easy place for members to connect with me. And then, of course, they have perks. So that's really what it is. It's called the Buddhist Biohacker portal because to me, it's a portal into our communication and into my sacred mission, which is to support each and every person to connect with the unseen realms and to live in complete health and balance and to have vitality. That's my mission ultimately. And I also know like times are tough for everybody, and I wanted to have a financially accessible space for those of you who can't afford an hour-long session right now or don't need one and just want to connect quickly, whether that's health, spirituality, whatever. So that being said, I'm going to share a couple of things. I'm going to share my screen to show you what it looks like when you go to log into the portal. So hopefully you can see this. This is the login page to the Buddhist Biohacker portal. The Buddhist Biohacker portal is just buddhistbiohacker.vip. So in case you need to know, my website's buddhistbiohacker.com. The portal is buddhistbiohacker.vip. That being said, I have links all over my website to get to this portal if you forget that. So you don't need to remember that, but you'll probably save it to your favorites if you join. So this is what it looks like when you go to the Buddhist Biohacker portal. You can see, just again, to understand my intention, everything I have is pink and gold, and that isn't just for the Divine Feminine, but it's actually the colors of Mary Magdalene's Divine Flame. And so that is why I chose this. And she is really our guardian and our keeper of this container. So if you already have an account, you'll log in here. And if you do not, you're going to click Create an Account. You'll go in, you'll create an account. It'll prompt you to put in your payment options. You have the option to pay for a full year at a time, or you can pay monthly, and you can cancel at any time. So you are not required to continue this on and on. You're not signing a contract, none of those things. Okay, once you log in, it's going to look like this. Now, this entire portal is built to be a mobile app. That is very expensive. So until we reach a certain threshold of members, it's on the web platform. That being said, you can log into it on your phone very easily, and it's very easy to read on your phone because it's all set up for a mobile device. So when you log in, you'll be able to see, and look, there you are, Melissa, right there, brand new members. It'll show you brand new members. And it also shows you who the community members are. So that's on the right. If you click See All, this is the member directory. So Sue Hunt is in here. I can click on her and I can direct message her. I can follow her and I can see all of her posts. Okay. So if you want to learn who is in the app or connect with other community members, you can see they're all here. You can go in and connect with any of these folks in the app by clicking the member directory. Okay. And it'll show you who's new. So if you want to go in and say, hey, you're brand new, welcome, welcome, you can be the welcome wagon. So that's what's on the right. What is on the left over here is your menu bar. So you have events, which there's calendar events, which I'll go into in more detail. You have the activity feed. So this would be essentially like your social media. So this is your activity feed. And it has different groups that you can connect in with. So when you go up here to choose a group, I have several groups. You can, if you're used to Facebook, a group would be like a page that you would join. The home page is right here. So this is your quick links on the home page, and I'll go through these as well. And then my 4 steps: become aware, become wise, practice trust, and your member directory, and then your settings. And we'll go through each of these so I can explain a little bit about what you can expect in here. Up over here on the top right, you have your profile. So this is my profile, my posts, my badges, all of the things. It has my birthday. Am I willing to barter or trade is something you can put in your profile. So if you're willing to barter or trade with people, you can. You have your notification bar. So this is going to tell you, so I'm going to click turn on my notifications and allow them. So I get notifications. And then this is my direct messaging. So I can actually see, you know, direct notifications and direct messaging on here. So that's essentially an overview. I'll start with the home page. So when you log in on your home page, you'll see that you can start here with your welcome journey. And this is going to take you through everything you need to know about the portal. So if you start with your welcome journey, believe it or not, I have articles, videos, all sorts of information. Here's the video telling you what this is all about. So when you have time and space, going through these 7 key points of the welcome journey will help you to understand what's available. I have a PDF guide to the portal. I have video tutorials, and I explain what my coaching method is. So that's under the welcome journey on the home page. Your quick links on the home page are movement on demand. So I do teach yoga every Tuesday night, and all members receive all of my classes live streamed. So it's not just my weekly classes, but if I'm teaching any other kinds of meditations or classes, and I'll notify you of those. But you can just click join today's class, and it's going to take you into my most recent class, and you can play the video and watch the class. You will also be notified up here by your bell notification when I am live streaming, because sometimes I just feel like live streaming and I might come in and do that. So that's one of your quick links is movement. We also have our course community group. So this is one of the biggest reasons that I have the portal. So for those of you who are taking courses, so for example, if you are taking my Build My Spiritual Foundation course, if you click on this, it's going to take you to the group that's linked to that course. So if you have questions about a course, so another good one is Tarot, that's a big one, right? There's a divination group. This is the divination group. And you can post, we had a little bit of a license plate thing going on, but you can actually post and ask questions in the divination group. So, you know, here's an example. Somebody posted, Denise Maple actually posted her August cards and she shared her interpretation. Some people post and say, hey, I got this spread. I don't really know what I think of it. What do you think? And anyone can share, anyone can comment. So it's just like Facebook. There's likes right here, and you can comment on the posts over here, and you can see where people have commented. Okay, so each course that I offer, which is 14 courses, soon to be 16 courses. I have 2 new courses that are almost complete that will be out. All of my courses have a community group that's directly connected to it so that you can ask me questions and you can ask the group questions and you can connect with the group. So one of the main reasons I have this portal is so that if you're connected in with the content, we can all help each other and you can continue to ask questions and learn, because my courses are pretty extensive. And especially when it comes to things like Tarot and Ayurveda, you might have more and more questions. So that's another thing on the homepage is a direct link to the course community groups. My newest feature, I'm so excited about that. This is cutting into it. So for all of you who know, I have 2 books, Enlightenment Pie and Cherry Pie. And the third book is the completion of my 3-part series. It's the companion guide to Enlightenment Pie and Cherry Pie called Cutting Into It. And I am super excited because cutting into it is going to be an entire journey with us together working through our shadow work. So this is the community circle for cutting into it. You'll see I haven't posted yet because we're starting this month, but I am going to be posting and sharing how to use the cutting into it journal and guide. And if you're wondering if it's for you, here's your long list. If you're somebody who overfunctions, somebody who's consistently exhausted, this is for you. So that's what cutting into it's all about. Because when we go to change our patterns, it's you kind of want a friend in your back pocket. And that's what I'm hoping to be for you. So we've just begun that journey. That's also on the homepage. You also can explore key concepts. So if you want to go in and you want to explore meditation, this is going to take you through a couple steps and videos, and then you can dive deeper into meditation with all of the different playlists that I have. So for example, if you click on my light library, we have several different videos and presentations and meditations that you can watch. I mean, look at all of them. And then let's say you want to watch one. So you want to watch the sacred syllable Ah. You could click on it and you can watch the video. There are 1,200 plus videos in this app. So it's just learning how to connect in with it. This is my meditation playlist, and it goes straight to my YouTube channel and shows you all the different meditations. So every single key concept in here, which there are several, if you want to explore ancestral healing, for example, You can click on step 1. It's going to tell you to read the article and watch the video. Then it's going to take you into step 2 and step 3. And then you can dive deeper by going into my 0 Point Ancestry folder or watching our fire circles, which are our ancestral circles. So the key concepts is where you're going to find a nice guide to things that you want to explore. Buddhist Biohacker, so it's ad-free videos in here. So this is all of our YouTube videos and all of our audio. And then we have a podcast forum just for Buddhist Biohacker. So if you want to connect in with our podcasts and ask questions, you can do that. And that's here in this part of the app. And then last but not least, on the homepage, we do have exclusive events here in the app that are things, for example, we have a conversation in here about injections because some people had questions about that during COVID and we wanted to have a neutral conversation about it. We have questions about politics, things like that, that we don't want to talk about on YouTube. No offense, because this video is on YouTube. If you want to book sessions, you can click there, my website. You can earn badges in here, which is pretty fun, and you can also shop in here. So that's the home page. You can also go through each and every step. I probably won't take the time to do that tonight, but I'll go through Become Aware. So there's a welcome for each step that explains what the step is. And there's a video that tells you what it's about as well. And then again, key concepts that are linked here. So under Become Aware, we have Explore Channeling. And you can go into channeling and you can actually read all of my channeled transmissions with the Sacred Council of Light. There are hundreds in here. So there's lots and lots of stuff you can read from that Sacred Council. You can journey into spirituality. And when you go in here under Dive Deeper, you're going to find summits, you're going to find spiritual development that's available in here as well. Things that you want to learn about and explore. So honestly, it's a very, very deep portal for $38.99 a month. You have so much content. There's nothing more to create, to be honest with you. It's all about diving in and learning and connecting. And the most important piece for all of us is connecting with the activity feed and really connecting with one another. So you can choose a group in your feed. So you can join any group. There are several groups you can join. I have a group for pretty much everything. We also have a fur baby group. Yes, we do. So you can go to your fur baby group and you can connect in with that as well. And look at all of the pets and all of the animals and kitties and all those things. So we have tons and tons of ways to connect. I think the only thing that I need to adjust, because I've built this whole thing, is getting all the course community groups at the top. They're very easy to see on the mobile app, but they're not easy to see on the web. I'm noticing that right now. So this is what you get. And you have the ability to connect with one another. You have the ability to connect with me. And last but not least, I want to go into all of the offerings that you're going to have in the events. So I'm actually going to share that page one more time because I want to share the events. So when you go to events here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the events that are coming up. So for example, next Tuesday, I have my Yoga Foundations class. It's every Tuesday. This tells you what the class is, and then you can click join here, and it's going to take you directly to the Biotransformation Lab group where I leave all of my classes. So you can join at any time and you can watch the replay at any time in the app. That being said, you will get a bell notification up here that tells you Lisa's live right now in case you forgot, or maybe you didn't know that it was happening. The other thing that we're doing monthly starting this week is our monthly pulse checks. I'm going to bring those back because we're reopening the portal. With the monthly pulse checks, I'm going to be hosting a monthly call that you can come on and ask your health questions. Let's say you're having trouble with pain management and you need a supplement for that. I can do that. And I can send you a script directly while we're on the call. Let's say you have a question about your diet. You're trying to use the diet in my book, Enlightenment Pie, and you're struggling and you don't know what to eat for breakfast. We're going to talk about that in this call. So this call is for members only. It's going to be once a month, every third Thursday. And the Zoom link is directly here in the calendar invite. You can see it here. So you can literally click on the Zoom to join at its scheduled time. You can respond that you're going to go, and you can also share that you're going, and you can RSVP that you're going. I don't have the RSVP because I own the event, but you'll have an ability to RSVP on here and actually say, I'm going to go, and it'll send you a reminder. So the monthly pulse checks are going to be a great way for you to connect with me when you need support, because again, sometimes you don't need a 30 or 60-minute session. You just need some support. What is not on here that I'm very excited about that I'm going to be adding for all of our members is starting next week, I'm going to be offering spiritual development classes that are linked directly to the course content that I offer in the app. So stay tuned for more information. I have 14 courses on my website, and I will be doing additional teaching on top of the course content for everyone who's part of the member group. And we'll also be doing circles. So we did lots of these when the portal was open before. So we might do some meditation circles. So we'll keep members up to date in the member app. So I won't be sending a bunch of emails about what's happening in the portal. I'm going to be letting portal members know in the app that things are happening, so that you can connect with it. So stay tuned to the events folder in the app in order to stay tuned to everything that's happening. We'll probably post on the YouTube community page also for any additional circles and calls that we're having for everybody that's on YouTube. So I'm pretty excited about this. That's honestly, it's not a long conversation I needed to have. I just wanted to show everybody how to log in, where to find it, and why I'm doing this and where it's at. This is our opportunity to connect in a way that I feel is much more personal and accessible. Because again, when you're working through course content or doing spiritual development or working on shadow work, I think sometimes we need support, or we just have a question, or maybe we even just want to share something beautiful we wrote in our journal. And we can't do that through all these text messages and emails and all these things. And I don't want to do that on a Facebook or an Instagram. I really want to do it someplace where I feel safe sharing my own personal content, and you can too. So that's really it. Less than 30 minutes. Love it. And I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate those of you who came today. My computer's going to fall on the ground. And if you need anything at all or any questions, you can certainly reach out to us at hello@lisamgunshore.com. And I'm posting this video on YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube later and you have questions, you can certainly put that in the comments as well. And I hope to see you in the app, because honestly, it took me many years to build it. I had to tear it all down and rebuild it, just because it wasn't quite right. And so now it's this beautiful, incredible sacred container for all of us. And we'll be holding some special events this month, just to get us all going and acquainted and getting everybody into what's happening in the space. And if you find yourself in the app and you have challenges finding something, please, please, please reach out to us, because I'm the one who built the app alongside my beautiful niece and assistant, Sienna, and we are happy to change, adjust, or support you in any way, because there's probably things once you start using it that we didn't think of that we might need shortcuts for, or that we might need support with. So I just, please, even as I'm using it this week, I'm finding things I want to adjust or make the experience better. So please just let me know. So again, thank you guys so much. And I also will share, again, it's $38.99 a month. And we also are going to have a special offering. I'm super excited about this. We're going to start this next week, so look for more information. But we are going to have an offering on the website for $88 a month. You're going to have all access to my course content and the portal combined. And we're going to share more information about that as well. So for those of you who want to become a student of the Light Warrior program experience, and you want to go in and dive deep into all of the course content, I have a brand new channeling course that's going to be launching next week. I'm very excited about that, about channeling your higher self and connecting with the Purusha, the witness. I also have a giant, extensive tarot course on the 22 major arcana cards and a book that's going to be released next week as well. So that's all going to be part of that and included in that. So if you want to, you can buy a single course and be in the portal separately and communicate in the portal about whatever you want to. Or if you want to have access to the course content to study and also be in the portal, we're going to have that available as well. So that's everything. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so, so much, and have an incredible, incredible evening. Mwah.